Hey guys, it's Daniel, Strong Arm Pressure Cleaning here. And unless you've been living underneath of a rock, you definitely have heard in some way, shape, or form of the new Super Pump, 16 gallon a minute, battery powered soft wash pump. And you've definitely heard of the Comet P40 gas powered soft wash systems, Comet P40, AR45, basically the same thing. They're 11 gallon a minute gas powered soft wash system. They've been around for a few years. So today we're going to measure out the pros and cons. I've used them both extensively in the field now, and I'll give you my thoughts and what I found, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we'll dive into a field test. Okay guys, starting off with the Comet P40. Right off the bat, this is a killer machine. And just know before I move on that I'm not trashing the Comet P40 at all. But I will say there is some issues with the Comet P40 that the Super Pump just does not have from what I found. One of those issues is, and the biggest difference is, with it being gas, especially if you're a solo man crew, which 90% of the people in the pressure washing industry are, you have to be on this trigger with the Comet P40 every 4 minutes. There's no way you can bypass the tank like you can with a pressure washer. You just set it down, you can let it sit all day if you want to. But the P40, you have to spray the trigger every 4 minutes. And that also leads into plumbing issues. If it's not plumbed correctly, it will cause a lot of problems. My first time when I got the Comet P40, I had a big learning curve of the plumbing with it. I had hoses popping off the reel, and part of that reason is with the bypass line on the Comet P40 from the proportioner to the machine itself, it has to be 25 feet long. And if it's not 25 feet long, not only will you have to spray much quicker than every 4 minutes, you're going to have hoses popping off the reel left and right. Ultimately, what I found, the reason most people in the industry are still on 12-volt systems, and most companies are still on 12-volt systems compared to the P40, even though the P40 clearly is superior in performance, is there's less room for things to go wrong. And that's exactly what I feel the Super Pump has solved. Keep being on the same par, if not higher level of performance, which we're going to test out here in a moment. It has less room for things to go wrong. And all of the problems that I would say the P40 has, the Super Pump just does not have those problems. Anyway, I'm not one for talk. I like letting results speak for themselves. I've tested both of these machines extensively, and I've never yet tested them side by side together. So let's get into the field test and see which one's superior.
All right, guys, to test the machines against each other, we brought both the Super Pump and the Comet P40 in the road, and we were simply just going to do the old-fashioned test of which one can shoot further. So we started off with the P40 here, and we shot for about 15 to 20 seconds, and just to see how far it could get maximum. And we got right to the end of that second line there. I'd like to say that's anywhere from 40 to 50 feet. And we switched over to the Super Pump here. And right off the bat, it's hitting the maximum spot that P40 was able to reach. And then a couple seconds later, you see it's getting at least anywhere from 5 to 10 more feet reach. Again, we're standing the exact same spot. There's no camera tricks here, nothing like that. We just went straight up to see how far we could shoot. And the Super Pump, well, the results speak for themselves.
Hey guys, I'm going to just do a test on a house so you can see what that would look like on a house. This is about a 3-story house, actually, if you consider the very peak of the roof. So let's see. Not only am I hitting that peak of the roof, I could easily reach another story, no problem. Maybe even a half a story at least.
All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining. I'll have the link for the Super Pump in the description below because it is only made by one company, Southeast Soft Wash. It's the same people that I buy my Wood Wizard from. So yeah, subscribe, and I will see you guys this week with more videos.